Hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming. I hope you're having a wonderful day. On this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can take a canvas, a stretched canvas, any size you like, but we're working on a big one, and turn it into what kind of resembles a piece of like farmhouse style wood. And then we're going to put a sign on it. So as you're hopping on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. If you're watching this on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube, hello friends. Yeah, so I'm really excited about this and I think you're gonna love it too. And coincidentally, I had a follower today from Facebook ask me if I could do a craft project with a rooster. And I knew immediately which stencil I wanted to use on this that had a rooster. So, okay, so let's just start at the very beginning. All right, I'm going to put down a little bit of just some paper to protect my crafting desk. And this is just, it's a plain canvas. It's not in very good shape, so it's the perfect thing to practice on. And I'm going to just be using a little bit of white paint. You can use whatever you want, whatever kind of white paint you might have, or it could be even be creamy colored. Oh no, there we go. So I'm going to just pour a teeny bit. I mean teeny bit on my paper plate, and I'm using just a crummy chip brush, and I'm pouncing it in this white paint, and I am going to start doing some kind of streaky motions across. Whichever direction you want it to look like your wood grain is running is the direction that you would run your brush. What we're doing is we're making it so that we're going to need a little bit more, so that when we do the next step, certain areas of that will not soak in. This will all make sense in just a minute if you're wondering, what in the world is she talking about? Hi Phoebe, hey Barb, hi Pamela, hey Lorraine, hi Marcia. Hope you guys are having a great day. And I hope this will inspire you to try using some just inexpensive canvases. They don't even have to be super great quality, and turn them into a piece of farmhouse wood. Oh my word, I do need a little bit more, even a little bit more. So the next step involves some stain, and I used the stain that I had on hand. It's a dark brown color, but you can use whatever kind of stain you like, what you have on hand, and I diluted it 50-50 with just water from the sink, nothing special. I'm going to hold this up and you'll hopefully be able to see what it looks like, and then we're going to dry it real quick with my heat gun. Okay, so can you see how it has just streaky patches on it randomly? I think you can. I can see it. All right, so let me grab my heat gun so we can dry this puppy. It's not going to take very long, and then we'll move on to the next step. The finished product is going to be adorable. And some of the edges, currently I put it on thick and it's not drying very quickly, so I'm going to just blot a little bit of the edges off. Otherwise, except for the just one or two patches, it seems dry. All right, and I do recommend that you wash your hands promptly when you're finished with this project and plan to get a little messy. Okay, so like I said, the next step is some stain. And I mixed up my stain in one of these little faux glass. It's stuck to the paper plate from Dollar Tree. I don't know, it was I bought it for a party or something. And yeah, and I'm just using a big sponge brush. Oops. Okay, so we're gonna start going from side to side. And we'll do the sides very last. Okay. This is as far as we're going for the second, and I'm just gonna take a scrunched up paper towel and run it in the direction that I want it to look like is my wood grain. And I can see some spots where my paint is preventing it from soaking in. Okay, we'll say that's good for right this second and continue on. And then when we're all done, we'll come back and work on the whole entire thing, the wood grain. So this is a combination. You get this effect from two things. From one, having painted on your canvas little brushes of white paint that prevents it from soaking in certain areas, and two, by using your paper towel to sort of rub it across the surface, and that makes it look streaky. Put more right here. And I do have one of these that's all completely finished and ready to go. So we're not going to wait for this part to dry. What do you guys think about this idea so far? Would you have thought to create faux wood using a canvas? Or maybe you've done that before, I don't know. I know I'm not the originator of every craft project in the universe. I just have my things my go-to things, and okay, I want to show you what this looks like so far. I like a lot how there's like some darker streaks in here. So to finish this, we would just go around the edges and do the exact same thing. Let's pull some of it off. We'd go all the way around, okay? So let me put this aside, and I'm looking for a place to set it down, and we'll go on to the next step. So any stain that you like. It could be a gray stain, it could be a black stain, it could be a brown, you know, it's totally up to you. Get my hands sort of clean. All right, the next thing we're gonna do, well, the next thing I did to the one that we're gonna be working on is I took it outside and I gave it a generous coat of clear matte sealer. I just wanted to, and I hope it works. I wanted to, it is going to. I wanted to make sure that the stencil I'm about to use, which is from magnoliadiy.com, in case you want to look, that's my website, magnoliadiy.com, all smushed together. I wanted to make sure that wasn't going to pull up any of the stain. And so here's my finished and dry piece of wood. Also, it once was a canvas, but now it's a piece of farmhouse wood. So it had little streaks of white paint, stain pulled off with a paper towel. When that was dry, I put a couple of coats of clear matte sealer. And the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a stencil. We're doing farmhouse style today. And we're going to use this adorable stencil. Welcome to our farmhouse. Isn't that cute? And then it's got this adorable weather vane on the top with the little arrow going this way and then the arrow going the other way down below. It's a super cute stencil. From Magnolia, from magnoliadiy.com. This is a very farmhouse looking project. And I know I always say this, but I want to always be mixing things up so that there's good variety and so you don't get bored here at DIY Dreaming. Whether you're watching this on Facebook or on YouTube, I don't want you to get bored. So what I'm doing right now is I'm fuzzing my stencil because it's still pretty new. I've only used it, trying to think. I think I've only used it once or twice, and it's very sticky. These green stencils are super sticky, and they need to be fuzzed. You could fuzz them on a t-shirt, on a pair of jeans, on a like a tea towel that doesn't have a bunch of lint, or on one of these fuzzing cloths that Magnolia actually has. Okay. Let's say good enough. And I'm just going to lay this down. We'll fiddle around with it to see exactly where we want to place it. I think that looks pretty good. I'm just going to make sure that I don't have any air bubbles underneath my stencil. And for this project, we're just going to use some plain white chalk paste. That is going to work great for this stencil. And I think I'm going to use a big squeegee, and I need a little spatula. Here we go. Oops, I knocked off my desk this other stencil that I'm going to show you in just a few minutes. So in case you didn't know, Magnolia does have a big selection of farmhouse and farm kind of stuff. So if that's your style, definitely go to Magnolia DIY, that's my website, and check it out. I'm putting some blobs of chalk paste on here, not right on the open areas of the stencil, just to make it easy for me to grab it. And I'm gonna try not to go over and over and over the same area, except to pull off the big globs. Because you get a crisper stencil impression when you do that. Okay. And I'm literally, all this is I'm pushing this chalk paste through the holes on my stencil. This stencil is mesh. It's reusable many times. It's washable just with cool water, or you can even use warm water if you want. It's got a little bit of a stretch. They're super detailed. You don't have to do any weeding like you do on the things that you might create with a Cricut. So there's no weeding, which is really nice. Okay, I think we're about there. Let me quickly go over where there might be some big globs. You do want to work, you know, at a good pace. Okay, let's take a peek. I hope it turns out. It's perfect. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on and I'll show you. If I didn't make this myself, I would have no idea that this wasn't a piece of wood that was stenciled. I would have no idea that it was just a piece of canvas. I'm cleaning my hands off. Oh my goodness. Okay, look at that. Is that cute or what? For saying that it started out as just, it wasn't even in great shape because it's been in my closet for a long time. It just started out as a canvas, and I turned it into a piece of wood, and then we stenciled it with this adorable stencil that says, "Welcome to our farmhouse." I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I'm definitely going to find a place for this in my house. Yeah, you guys are saying cute. Love it. Me too. If you want to look at this stencil, you can do that at magnoliadiy.com. That is my website. So, okay, that was the first thing that we made. And then I just wanted to show you that you can do smaller projects, the same idea. Before I came live, I made this little mini canvas into a little block of wood. And then I used this adorable stencil of this weather vane with a rooster on it. It's part of this pack of stencils from Magnolia called, I think it's called Farmhouse 12 pack. And I haven't used all of them, so I'll show you what it looks like right now. Get my hands off of there. There's some super cute ones. And here's some of the ones that I have used. This says home. And this one says farm to table. And then there's this adorable weather vane that I've used many times. I love the chicken or the rooster, pig, cow. That's super cute. I mean, there's just so many cute things on here. Farm fresh eggs, farm sweet farm, live simply, farm life. Welcome to the farm. So, tons of cute things on here. So that is pretty much what I wanted to show you when both of these are completely dry. You know, they would be fine. I don't think there's anything that you necessarily need to do to them. But just to make sure that they don't get, if I put it somewhere in my house, brushed up against, I probably will give it one quick little spray of my clear matte sealer, just mainly over the area that I stenciled. And I'll do this too. And this would be cute on one of those little itty bitty easels that you can get different places. So tell me what you think. If you're joining me on Facebook right now, in the middle of this, or towards the end of it actually, just know that you can go back and watch the replay where I start and I show this technique of creating faux wood with paint and stain that's been diluted 20-20 or 50-50, sorry, and a paper towel. So you can go back and watch that. If you're watching this on YouTube, I think you'll probably automatically watch from the beginning to the end. But if you guys have questions about anything, just let me know. If you want a specific link, I can give it to you. I have one all set up and ready to go for this stencil, and also for the Farmhouse 12-pack set, and also for the Magnolia chalk paste. So just let me know if you would like those links as well. And thank you guys to everybody who sent stars. That is so awesome. So I think that's pretty much what I wanted to show you. I hope that you enjoyed this very different from what we've done around here lately, style of a project. I absolutely love it. I would love to see what you do if you try this technique out to create faux wood using a just plain old canvas. Alrighty, have a great rest of your day, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow for some craft projects. I'll get pictures of these and I'll put them here in the comments as well as over it, just on the page, DIY Dreaming. Okay, I'm just gonna lay this here for just a minute. Which way do I wanna go? In case you want to take a screenshot. Oh, I forgot. If you're watching on Facebook, do a this, or say something in the comments, and check to see that you've liked and followed DIY Dreaming. If you want to see any of the other stuff I have coming up for the rest of the week or into the future. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to my channel before you leave. Bye, everyone. Alrighty, I'll see you guys later. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.